This is Viewers Corner News. Our news analysis today are on: corruption in Governor Yahaya Bello's home is now a family business. Gone are the days when a ruling political party in Nigeria would impose any candidate of their choice on Nigerians. Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State in Nigeria is going to be a one-term governor as a result of his recklessness. Nigerians across the country voted massively for Mr Peter Obi of the Labour Party to lead Nigeria. Stay with us. Corruption in Governor Yahaya Bello's home is now a family business. The Viewers Corner news team has talked several times about Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State and how corrupt he is. This corruption has been extended to one of his wives, Mrs Rashida Bello. She was accused of money laundering of about 3 billion naira. This is huge. In Kogi State, salaries of workers are not paid in full, but Governor Yahaya Bello, who promised before he became governor of the state to work in the interest of the people of Kogi State, is now using the resources of the state to make himself and his family extremely rich, leaving the people of Kogi State in abject poverty. Some time ago, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission of Nigeria discovered billions of naira which according to them were kept in a bank in Nigeria by the Kogi State government. This money was meant to settle workers' salaries, arrears and pensioners' allowances as alleged. But, instead of using the money for the purpose it was meant, the Kogi State government decided to keep it in a fixed deposit account for their selfish gains. When the government of Kogi State was contacted, they denied it, saying it was not their money. The money was allegedly returned to the Central Bank of Nigeria since the government of Kogi State denied the ownership of such a huge amount of money. This is sad. Again, during the recently concluded presidential election, the Viewers Corner news team who visited Kogi State reported that some trenches were dug to prevent vehicles carrying election materials from having access to various polling units in Kogi State. All these were linked to Governor Yahaya Bello and his government, just because they wanted to support their political party to win the presidential election. Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State is believed to be a young man who would have made it to the presidency if he had played his card nicely, but corruption and some dirty activities which he has stained his hands on would not allow him to get to the presidency. Right now, Governor Yahaya Bello is on the bad books of most Nigerians who would have supported him to get the #1 job in Nigeria. Gone are the days when a ruling political party in Nigeria would impose any candidate of their choice on Nigerians. In the past, politicians were imposing their candidates on Nigerians, even when they know that such individuals cannot lead well. All these were possible because of the lack of digital systems. Now, the world has gone digital, which the leaders of Nigeria have little or no knowledge about. These elderly corrupt Nigerian politicians are still relying on the old methods to manipulate election results. This is the reason President Buhari is still supporting and defending Alhaji Bola Tinubu as the winner of the just concluded presidential election. However, when the court process begins, President Buhari and the All Progressives Congress members would understand the power of a digital system, because everything about Nigeria's presidential election was documented and all the evidence to prove that Mr Peter Obi of the Labour Party won the election shall be presented to the court of law in Nigeria. The youths of Nigeria are highly skilled and have every record of the election process which they are going to present to the court in due time. Again, Alhaji Bola Tinubu did not win the presidential election held recently in Nigeria. There is a lot of evidence to prove that, therefore the Viewers Corner news team urges Nigerians to be hopeful and know that their stolen mandate shall be reclaimed. Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State in Nigeria is going to be a one-term governor as a result of his recklessness. The people of Anambra State in Nigeria thought that with all the education Governor Charles Soludo had acquired, he would do things differently. That is, seeing issues in a better manner, handling issues, and using diplomacy to settle matters properly. But all these things we have mentioned here are lacking in Governor Charles Soludo's system, just because he wants to be the president of Nigeria in the future, as those who are sponsoring him might have promised him. One thing Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State fails to understand is that the people of this state may be different from those of other states in terms of how they handle matters. You hurt and undermine them by speaking recklessly because you are now the governor of Anambra State, forgetting that without them, you would not have been the governor of that state. The same people who installed you in the position that you are occupying suddenly mean nothing to you. This can be proven based on the ways you relate to them. This is bad. Now hear this: Governor Charles Soludo, The people of Anambra State said that for all the things you did against Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party, your political career is on the line because the people of Anambra State are waiting for you to complete this first tenure. They will surely reject your plea for another term in office. Even in this coming Anambra State Assembly election, the Labour Party will win a majority of seats, which would put them in a more glorious position in the House. When that happens, it may affect your decision-making in the state, especially when issues are not nicely handled. The Viewers Corner news team would use this opportunity to plead with upcoming politicians to always be guided, especially on issues concerning the public. If you speak recklessly, it may negatively affect your political ambition in the future. Nigerians across the country voted massively for Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party to lead Nigeria. The Viewers Corner news team is appealing to the court handling Mr. Peter Obi's case against APC and Independent National Electoral Commission to reclaim his stolen mandate to look critically into the electoral laws and know who won the just concluded presidential election and pass judgment accordingly. We applaud the Nigerian youths and others who voted massively for Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party without bias. They should know that their labour shall never go in vain. If it were in the past, protests would have started across Nigeria, especially when Nigerians know that their votes were manipulated and given to another politician. But for the love and respect Nigerian youths have for Mr. Peter Obi, they kept calm. Certainly, the mandates of the people of Nigeria shall be returned to the rightful winner of the just concluded presidential election in due time. A man who the majority of Nigerians did not vote for can never be president of Nigeria. Hence, the Viewers Corner news team is calling on the government of Nigeria to do the right thing in the best interest of all the people of the country. If you want to get more analysis on politics and good governance, health issues and others, subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. This is Viewers Corner News Channel.